the three matchups they had, right? And they've gotten progressively easier. You start with a 4-2 win, then a 4-1 win, then a clean sweep, a 3-0. So Solary have not had too much issues when it comes to going against White Demons, and a lot of that comes down to really White Demons struggling both in the assist column and shots per game. Their goals per game ranks 18th in the region, which is not great, right? For a team that is on the uprise, for a team that's starting to figure out some of the pro level, the pro rosters. They have not been able to reciprocate that on the offensive end. So it's going to be an interesting series. Get ready for the borderline, laddie. Let's get into it, Stacks.
Tigray, opening shot is sent away by Josette. Maybe a quick counterattack coming out for Solary, but not to be, as CRR guides that off to the corner. We're going to talk a little bit about the nationalities of the players throughout this entire European region, and a lot of that is on display right here in this very match. 6 Germans and 6 Spaniards in the RLCS in this major on starting rosters. The only team with more is France, of which 2 of them are on Solary. Talk about the Spaniards, of course, CRR and Dorito. 2 of those 6, Tigray, one of the 6 Germans. And then you've got the lone Belgian, Astral, who might be the best player on the whole field. Josette getting the clear here. The CRR over towards Dorito, didn't connect with the pass. Tigray waiting patiently at the back, and the journeyman will have to keep waiting as that ball's cleared away. He'll have his chance now. Tigray's shot beats Farah, and White Demons score first.
Oh, this is a hell of a read. I mean, Astral doesn't get the greatest clear, and Dorito moves in on the lane to cut off the pass. And just, you know, the willingness to decide on the play, okay, we're going to pull up basically from the 14 feet mark and go for a shot early on. Yeah, it's not a lot of offense, but it's good enough. You execute on the shot. And for a team that really struggles in that category, ranking dead last in the league or close to it, they're having a great start to this game.
Dorito, an absolute wrecking ball, breaking up the slow play at the back line. But here comes Solary yet again. Josette thought about it. Now he will take his shot. No, he passed to Astral. And again, it's broken up by the defense of White Demons.
You're not just looking at simple challenges, right? These clears are going over the defender's head, which just shows you the confidence on the 50s and the power they have behind the hits. Astral, slow roller. And that one is just an easy read for Astral. I mean, you talk about a response going upfield, wasting no time, and burning as little boost as possible. This is on a dime, and it's well read.
Yeah, that's a great job by Astral. First of all, starting the counterattack and then being in position. Had all day to line up that backboard read. Got to defend the backboard, especially against a team like Solary. Dorito's going to wait for Astral to make a mistake. He almost gave the ball right to him, and Josette dove in to save the day. So Solary deny White Demons on this occasion, trying to get back downfield and start another attack of their own. It's Josette up high. This time CRR is there, and White Demons will at least clear out of the zone for only a moment, though. It's only a delay tactic, as Tigray and Dorito both need boosts. Josette has let that one go by. Tigray's all over it. Farah has to get to this, and he does. And it's Solary kind of playing off the back foot now as Josette clears across. Little bank shot that was on target. And now Astral just past CRR, but Dorito there to clean things up. Rotations are on point for these squads, despite that one little breakdown from White Demons a moment ago.
I mean, this is White Demons' first time really in the RLCS as a season, and for a team that, you know, has trouble when it comes to assists per game, shots per game, all that kind of stuff. A follow-up shot, slow, saved away. Their consistency when it comes to changing up the tempo on the field is what has kept them in the Cinderella conversation for how quickly they can move through the bracket, how well they play against some of the top teams. It just comes down to executing a little bit better on the pitch. We're still tied 1-1 with the minute 30 and some change, but this might be a breakaway chance to cross in, and they've really done a good job of dictating the flow of traffic in their own third. Stacks are not giving a lot of room for Solary on the field.
CRR with a good win against Astral. Doesn't happen often, but Astral stays with the play, and that's what makes him such a deadly player on both halves of the field. Farah stays as well. Josette dropped down, but Astral was too far back. And Farah making sure to grab that midfield boost on his rotation back. That denies it from White Demons. And here comes Solary again. Only as far as Dorito out of the corner. Josette had to get up as CRR was bearing down on him. And now Dorito. Cut boost and the centering pass, but Tigray take it off the field. Good demo by Farah. Hey, Solary's doing just about everything right. It's a shame for them that they gave up the first goal because they have played almost perfect Rocket League ever since.
Key success for White Demons in this series really is jump on a lead early and try to steal game one. The series have not gone your way. You're looking for the pass down in the center, and I love the confidence for these individual challenges and these carries on offense. While it doesn't pan out, they've been playing this game almost to perfection. Both teams still hunting for that second goal. We have 20 seconds left to go. This might be the chance as Tigre tries to kick it Dorito. They recover through the corner. A big challenge by Solary. Dead ball. Now we move to the other side of the field.
One look. Astral for the win with 7 seconds to go. That might hold up, and Solary about to take game one.
You can play 4 minutes and 50 seconds of perfect Rocket League, but if you do not close the deal on the final 10, it stings the most. You can't give Solary that much room on the transition, and the ease of putting that one high to the ceiling. Astral's not going to miss a chance to go for that look. 3 seconds to go. The White Demons have it in them to steal this game. It will touch. Solary survive game one.
It's another win for Solary against White Demons, and when what has been a one-sided head-to-head matchup, that one has to sting for White Demons because they had their shots, few and far between as they were. But you look at the key, I think, on the scoreboard, Spaceman, the one guy who's had offensive success against Solary had 0 shots. They get outshot 6-4 with CRR not getting a single look at the target. He was mostly at the back, and that is not good for White Demons. They need him going if they're going to have a chance in this opening matchup.
Yeah, and again, you look at the stat column of assists. You got 1 assist for Dorito. Everyone else, nothing, right? And it wasn't like that game required much team pass because Solary only had 2 assists. But we hit on this point once more. You're 19th in the league. You average about 1.27 assists per game for White Demons. And then when it comes to the converting that into goals per game, you're ranked 18th. So you're just a hair under some of the worst in the league, and that is what can really come back to bite you near the end of a season where so many teams are getting good at finding ways to get their strikers open and positions to score. White Demons have some great teamwork, but they struggle at times to be able to connect with one another and really move out defenses in favorable patterns. I want to see how they respond going into game 2 because Solary have all of the advantage right now, and if you go down 2-0, it's going to be hard to come back from that.
Tigre trying to score again early on, but he's denied, and Dorito has to retreat as Chaussette is all over this ball, breaking out in formation. That's a good challenge, but Farah can catch up to this. Solary trying to move as a unit down the field, not relying on solo effort, so it was kind of a quick breakaway that got them on the board in game 1. Here comes CRR. He'll have a look. Climbing up the ladder, he got bumped, and Dorito can't follow up either. Tigre will try. He got this centered, but nobody else there. Oh, that was like low-hanging fruit for White Demons, but nobody could dive in after it. And what a win by Chaussette, as you expect so often to keep White Demons in their own defensive end for an extra moment. Now they're breaking out, and a physical play. It's still out. Chaussette somehow saved that.
They can't buy a goal. Another backboard shot. They've done such a great job of popping the ball up and moving these players out of the goal line, burning a lot of boost. Solary have been struggling to keep up with the action, but that hurts to watch. You got to feel White Demons were on the brink of scoring their first goal, and now you go down the opposite end. You give up a lot of space at midfield. Another pass to Tigre on target, and the pinch out to Astral. Chaussette even gets the bump, which just kind of kills the momentum for the moment. Recovers on the wall. This is ridiculous what Solary are doing. And Astral double tap. Oh God, it's just painful at this point.
If you're White Demons, this might be soul crushing. How many times were they so close, right on the goal line? I mean, Chaussette hit a ball off the inside of the post that was halfway across the line, and it still bounced out. And then Astral drops the hammer on you like that on the other side once they finally break out. Oh, that is brutal. And White Demons have to find an answer while Solary has all the momentum in game 2.
I've seen a lot of esports in my time, and I've seen a lot of situations like that where a team works so hard and doesn't find anything. You got to shake that off immediately. You cannot let that dictate the pace of the game. Astral, second touch, looking for the dunk to Chaussette. And you're starting to notice that Solary are taking advantage of the infield passing very close to the goal line. which just means that the defense is going to have to work that much harder for White Demons and make sure they read each touch. Solary doing a great job of just meeting the ball on the point of contact and punching it over the defenders. It's looking very dangerous right now.
Dorito will lead the counterattack, looking for CRR, not finding him though, as Astral will intercept. Dorito for Tigre, the only goal scorer so far for White Demons. He can't get through, neither can CRR. Dorito will try his luck, keep it in the zone, drop off for Tigre, looking for CRR. You like how White Demons, though, making the extra pass. They're not panicking. There's not a lot of hero ball coming out. They're trying to be kind of greater than the sum of their parts, get everybody involved in the play. It's just not working yet. Oh, that's a great redirect to throw off Farah, but it slowed things down enough for Chaussette to come in. And here goes Astral. Worst case scenario for White Demons. Seeing Astral on the ball, they got it away from him. Dorito to center, Astral back in front, and he pops that off to the corner.
They're doing 99% of the hard work, but when it comes to closing the deal, they're struggling. This might be a chance. Redirect. Oh, Dorito! Ay, ay, ay! How does this ball work?
Oh, this is a great challenge out of CRR. They also got the demolition coming across the goal line. Dorito drops this down, and finally, White Demons break the spell of Solary. 90 seconds plus in game 2, and maybe an overtime looming. But remember, it was 7 seconds left when Astral scored in game 1.
Oh,
very similar story here.
Don't tell me that. Don't give me hope for an OT and then break my heart.
It is what I do. Just set. Off to the side. Coming up on the final minute. Dorito shot whistles well wide. Had the defense beat, but couldn't put it on target. CRR gave it a look. Astral got there first. Now here goes Dorito. Tigre banging around with Chaussette. Farah able to avoid all contact and at least prevent the easy opportunity. CRR gonna work for it. Little wide, and Astral popped that away. No easy rebound for Tigre. No easy rebounds at all for White Demons. Here goes Farah, denied by Dorito. And there's not a lot of time being wasted by either side. It is constant motion up and down the field. You never even get a reprieve unless you get demolished.
I mean, it's been G2 offense for White Demons. Here's a chance again. And it's off target once more. And on the other side, it's been transitional offense for Solary. Can they find it? A save from Chaussette, diving at the goal line. The 50 win to Astral. Here comes the transition. Can't escape. Dorito cuts it off. 10 seconds to go. This has been about as highly contested as you could literally ask for.
Final seconds will tick away. It didn't happen with 7. It'll have to happen in OT. A team that has played a lot more OT than a lot of teams. They're closing in on 4 hours of OT during this whole season. Talking about Solary. Here goes Astral. Looking for a milestone of his own throughout this series. We'll get into that in a moment as CRR, big clear, right at Farah, but he's giving it away. Tigre with CRR flanking to his right. He rotates back. It'll be Dorito who takes charge instead, and Astral's having none of it.
I give so much credit as a redirect long distance. I give so much credit to what Demons have been doing, but it's these quick jumps in transition that Solary are going to be able to find a long clear and the game's going to end. I very much worry about the backline defense. CRR once more falling towards the backboard. Finally, Solary escape. Chaussette challenged on the ball, tried to recover through the corner. CRR will move downfield, and this one hangs. And it feels like the midfield battle is being won by White Demons, but it doesn't really equate to much. They're just kind of throwing themselves at the ball, throwing themselves at the backboard, and they haven't been able to find the dagger, and that's been that way for like 5.5 minutes.
Tigre taking his time, needs his teammates to come back and help out just in case Astral does this. Picked his pocket. Now Chaussette. Little desperation move, and Farah is there to cut out any counterattack. Farah has Astral in the middle for the win, and it's off to the corner.
Astral's calling game. It just didn't work out. Saw his car do different things. Chaussette, big win. Almost sneaks it behind Tigre, rotating the opposite ends. That ball careens around, and Tigre will extend downfield right back to Astral, so Solary get a sigh of relief and a breather. Farah extending to the corner. Leaves it for CRR. And we kind of give the ball back and forth, trading possessions now. Astral was looking for the 50, and Dorito smartly kicks it to the sidewall, but Tigre, bad back pass, almost has it unpaid off. And now we look at a transition where White Demons need to control the possession like they've been doing the majority of this game. Solary are very easily, individually, taking the ball away.
This overtime, the longer it goes, the worse things are for White Demons and their fans. Got to be sweating a little bit. No team has lost a higher percentage of 1-goal games than this squad right here. Try to reverse their fortunes as Astral drops one off to the corner. That'll be intercepted by CRR. Can he stay with it? Slow down Chaussette a little bit. This is on target, and Farah makes the save. His third of this game, and that's kind of incredible to think of when you think of how many opportunities White Demons have had. Dorito himself has 8 shots, but only 1 has gotten through. They'll try again. It's Tigre waiting for CRR center, and it's a physics bomb that shoots all the way across. Here goes
comes the
Astral.
counterattack.
Looking to finish it. Got the bump, but Tigre will clear. It was just off the mark.
It's truly remarkable how well both these teams have played, but how little there really is to show for it. Redirect to Chaussette. Astral comes in for the call. That ball hangs in traffic. It comes down in favor of White Demons, but once more Chaussette gets a touch on it and will keep it alive. Now the back pass to Farah. Astral going to play through the corner. We look for a clear, but Dorito goes up for the challenge. Every time they move up the sidewall, there is someone from White Demons there. Once more, they're playing like perfect Rocket League. But when it comes to closing the deal on the goal line and on the offense, they have struggled. The interception won't work. CRR, chance, Astral save.
Chaussette up the wall with Astral behind him. Oh, he'll take the shot himself, and Dorito had to be ready for the save. That was a missile coming from on high. And Farah goes right by the ball. Maybe a numbers opportunity now for White Demons. Tigre weaving through traffic, and it's CRR taken out by Farah, who's crossed over 500 demolitions on the season. Thanks to Direct over on Reddit and Twitter for those stats and those milestones, as Tigre will chase down Astral. Got this ball centered, but Farah's right there. Again, the rotations once again on point for Solary.
Got to be careful, though. Transitional management's going to be big now. Dorito, last back defender. Finally, people move into the goal line. Long clear. Dorito trying to escape downfield. That punch might favor CRR. It does. Backboard. Once more, same situation on offense. We might be looking at a record here if these teams keep playing at this pace. No one's been able to find the net. Astral flip. Saved by CRR to Dorito. The 1-2 punch gets it out of the goal line. I have a feeling this one will not end anytime soon.
You know, I've heard that so many times and then seen 5 seconds later, ball in the net. Chaussette to set up Farah for the win, and he scores just under the 5-minute mark, and it ends just like that.
I knew what I was doing, Stacks. Let me vibe. Farah, easy. Right under. Transitional defense not there. Solary, once again, escape a game, survive. They get the win, up 2-0. All part of the master plan. I'm just following the script today, folks.
All part of the master plan. Sure. Solary up 2-0 in the series. Typical kind of game for Chaussette, right? Top of the leaderboard, MVP, not a single goal. He is a defensive mastermind, and when you see that on display, you can tell this Solary team is so well-rounded and a significant improvement, Spaceman, from the fall through the winter, now into the spring. This is the team, I think, that more than anybody else in the entirety of the RLCS embodies the fact that this is a marathon, a super marathon, and not just a sprint through the entire season. And now they're 1 win away from a huge 3-0 sweep to kick things off in Group Day in the Major.
I mean, the amount of Reddit posts and Twitter comments I've seen that have just made me like bash my head against a wall. Chaussette doesn't have it anymore. Astral and Farah need to be dropped. And I'm like, okay, they have a little bit of a rough event, but this team can get it together. And when they do, I'm telling you, this is something special. This group of 3 has what it takes to be able to go long distances and really take it to the best teams. This is a big win if they're able to pull it off, but Dorito has an even better look from the elbow. Again, an angle that shouldn't work out. The first goal, and White Demons get some sigh of relief here as Dorito's able to put them on the board.
Just like in game 1, important to get off to a quick start in a game they must win to prolong this series. Doritos got 2 out of the 3 for White Demons in this series. two very close games that have gone Solary's way. Astral with a good challenge. Trying to set up Chaussette, but Tigre got there, denying the easy shot. And now here goes Farah. Still with Chaussette downfield. Farah there after the redirect off the ceiling. Astral patiently waiting, and he's all over that effort from CRR. Oh, he got the flip reset. Are you kidding? But it's nowhere near the mark.
This one's still dangerous, though. We're starting to see some double commits on defense. That demo leaves way to a power play. How do they take advantage? Shot towards the net, upper 90. Diving save will keep it out. And we are seeing them really commit to this turtle defense, which, sure, it works. You have to make sure you get clears like that to be able to move downfield and reestablish a rhythm and get the offense to respect you a little bit more on the goal line. So far, Solary have had their way in this game. Even though they're down a goal, they've been able to recover at midfield quite well. And another power play. Astral running point. A little bit of boost, reset, right back down to CRR. But that 50 leads way to a chance for Solary to maintain possession here.
Nearly 80% expected Solary to win this series. Closing in now on 3 minutes from that becoming a reality, but they're down in game 3. Tigre trying to fake out Astral. Good luck. Farah patiently waiting. Little chip pass, and Farah couldn't get to it. Oh, it was just about perfect, but Farah didn't make contact. A missed opportunity for Solary, and now they've got to defend against White Demons, who are picking up momentum here in game 3.
Reddit was right. Drop Farah. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. 2:50 to go. And you're right. The presence at midfield has certainly come back. And again, that was what White Demons excelled at so well in game 2. I remember. Demo on the goal line. 2 demos on the goal line. You better score this, man. Oh, no. That's the crossbar. Finally, CRR punches it in. Please don't do that ever again. 2:38 and a decent lead.
Great pass. Great pass. Great pass. Yeah, that's what that was.
Nice shot.
Yeah, White Demons, they got away with one there. I mean, after all those demolitions, they could not come away empty-handed. CRR gets his first goal of the series. It's the 12th that he scored this season, this split against Solary. Tigre with a blast. Farah in the way, and we cross over into the second half of this must-win game for White Demons, and they seem to have turned the corner, but they've still got to hold off a very high-power Solary offense. That almost dropped through, and then CRR almost put it in his own net.
It's the decision now. This is the first time in the series we've had a team with a 2-goal lead. And like you said, the high-powered offense and Solary are not out of this game by any stretch. Still a lot of time. You got to play perfect Rocket League down to the last final 10 seconds. We know that White Demons can, but they've struggled in this series to do so. Astral with no boost, keeping it up. Can't get the extra touch. Here comes the rest. Chaussette, perfect. What a read.
After 4 helpers, Chaussette finally scores one in this series, and that means everybody scored. Just a little chaos in front. That pop-up it has been a problem for White Demons to deal with. They've barely cleared the ball out of the zone when Solary's done it in the past.
Yeah.
Not this time. So Solary get one back, and there's still an eternity's worth of Rocket League to go. They have to hold on against Solary to keep this series alive. Chaussette alone at the back against CRR. Astral will rotate in behind him. May not even be called on. Solary's defense up to the task as Astral will clear. Farah's downfield, but he'll back off. And possession given right back to White Demons. It's almost like they're inviting them in, and Farah makes the stop at the end.
Still plenty of time on the clock. Could be looking at a 3-1 game. Saw a little hesitation on the shot. Slow it down for the flip. Almost worked out. Now it comes down to the midfield control. Do White Demons continue just to kind of poke the ball away and just chip it towards the backboard? Looks like that'll be the call. CRR on target. Can't get the follow down dunk. But I like what I'm seeing. They're trying to ice this game right into the corners and just keep the ball out of Solary's hands. Another center goes back to Solary. Chaussette going to extend. Anyone else in transition? Well, Astral goes up for it, but the challenge goes the way of Tigre. And you're starting to see these boys clamp down in midfield, Stacks. They are not giving Solary any room.
Farah skies one up. Doritos there, looking for the double, and Astral right there. Again, that backboard defense critical for Solary this time. And now we dip down inside 30 seconds. Astral try to break their hearts again, and Dorito makes the stop. More importantly, off to the corner, no easy rebound, and Tigre slams the door shut on the near side again. Down to 13 seconds. Astral trying to force his way through. Farah gave it a look, and CRR wisely pops that away, forcing Solary to burn a lot of boost. Oh, it got through and bounces in. Absolute heartbreak for the White Demons.
You've got to be kidding me. How does this go in? Astral, I mean, he puts it the right post. It just gets behind Tigray. It ricochets off, and I don't know if that was an own goal, but it certainly didn't help that you had a turtle defense. You have got to be kidding me with 4 seconds to go. There is no way we go to another OT.
Astral will always get his, and it happened again. Out of the corner. Does not stay up. Astral sits on 199 goals in this season. The story almost writes itself. He'll dish off to Farah. Shots denied by CRR. Chausette's got to race back and keeps that out of harm's way for now.
It's getting dangerous, though. You're starting to see the physicality pick up, and the bumps are there. One thing the Demons have done well, at least on the start of the OT, is they've been moving into the lanes and disrupting what Solary have been able to commit. A challenge. Anyone else up? Dorito slow to it, but gets the hezzy. Keeping to fake. Astral comes out of net. Tigray follow-up shot off target. Welcome to kind of the structure of this game. White Demons have been off target for the majority of the series, but it's been way too close to call.
I love the fake there, though. The confidence in this situation. You can't afford to have any mistakes. There's CRR denied by Astral. Boy, the defense of Solary really reeling right now. But Farah got that corner boost. He'll take midfield as well, and that's going to leave Tigray in a real tough spot. He's got to go out of the play for boost. CRR got by one, but Chausette is right there. The final boss. Too much defensively. Now Chausette. Shot on. Tigray forced to make a reflex save and does so.
Demons have to be careful with these clears out of their net. They have been very, very unfortunate with some of the touches. Popping it right up for Chausette or Astral. They do escape down the field, but how long will it last? Solary now starting to turtle up a little bit. Don't have a lot of boost to clear away, and these challenges continue. White Demons unrelenting. Dorito to the corner. Tigray following behind. Slow roller. Dorito recovering. Astral keeping it up. CRR once more. Same spot, read by Astral. Solary somehow again survived the front wave.
Hit it where they end. Oh, that boost spawned for Chausette. Farah took a while to read that ball, and it's still near the mark, and Tigray didn't get the clear. Dorito forced to make a clutch save or critical save to keep the series alive. Oh, Astral almost got the win there. CRR in a real tough spot with Farah bearing down on him. Chausette for Astral, and he side flipped. Pass wasn't right where it needed to be. And what a dunk by CRR, and they finally win one of these.
Oh, that is such a huge play and a huge momentum swing for this series. I mean, thumbs up all around. This 50 is perfect. You're getting on a dime, and I love the call, right? Don't hesitate at the midfield. Feel free to overextend, and if you get burned on a clear, well, one, you just hope it goes your way, but two, you got to take that risk at this point. You have been throwing your darts against the board for the majority of the OT. Nothing has landed. Finally, you get a chance on a breakaway in transition to at least catch him off guard. And that challenge by CRR was one of the best heads-up plays so far in the series. And 7 shots, finally a couple land. If they lost that game, Stacks, that is absolutely heartbreaking. Like a way to start this entire major. They needed to win this to keep this possible.
Well, they did win, and the series continues now into Game 4. Solary, I don't want to say they let White Demons off the hook. White Demons just kind of reached out and snatched that game.
Yeah.
Because they were under pressure a lot at the end, especially after Astral had that, it had to have been an own goal, bounce in off a White Demons defender. But after all of that, White Demons persevere, and that's going to serve them very well as this series and this major rolls on. We go now into that 4th game. Still must-win territory for White Demons, but a little bit of momentum. The pendulum starting to swing back just a little bit.
I mean, White Demons let themselves off the hook in that game.
Yes.
They had a 2-goal lead. We go to OT. You can't do that. Like we talked about, you play 4 minutes and 30 seconds of perfect Rocket League. That's fine. I want to know what you do in the last 30. That's what matters most. And welcome to the trickiest map in the game. This one can be haunting for many, many rosters. We'll see what happens here as White Demons continuing the offensive pressure off of the end of that Game 3. But Solary are not in a bad spot at all, right? Like, you have the series lead. Yeah, you did drop game 3, but I mean, the fact that you can bring it back with 10 seconds to go shows you that at any time they can turn on a dime and just really take this game over.
The one game that White Demons had won previously against Solary, it came in overtime. So they still haven't beat him in regulation. Go figure. CRR all the way across. Astral is right there. Little double commit out of White Demons. Will it cost them? Farah to start things off. It's Tigray coming in. Last line of defense stands tall for White Demons.
He was looking for Astral. He just couldn't get the angle on the pass. And we've seen this multiple times where White Demons will go up individually for a hit and try to bank it off the back wall, the backboard, the corners. They'll look for a shot. Oh, what a dunk from Tigray! Oh, you big man! How are you like this?
How about how quickly Dorito was up for this as well to get that on target? Astral did all he could. Tigray just a little bit better. Fantastic reads all around from the White Demons, and they're on top in game 4. They've held leads in 3 out of these 4 games now. Little tip from Tigray, and he slams it home again.
1 is good, 2 must be better. I mean, it's a quick start. All of a sudden, you get demos on the goal line, you get corner pressure. We talk about kind of the states of offenses, right? They play through the corner, they play off the backboard, they play on the goal line. It's a 1-2-3 process. You just check them off as you go. They've been getting physical on the goal line. They've been pushing the ball through the corner. Very structured Rocket League, but hey, it's working out. And finally, it seems like the actual shots they've been putting up, the multitude of different looks they've had, are finally working out. Tigray with 2 goals in a very quick deficit, an early hole that Solary have to respond to.
For all that we've talked about with Solary, they haven't actually led for very long in this series.
Yeah.
I mean, everything's been very late. The 7-second goal from Astral, the overtime winners. I mean, it has been a dogfight. Farah for Astral. Gonna come in at a real tough angle. Couldn't get the ball central. Chaussette will try. Tight angle shot. No. And Farah side flips. It's only gonna be Astral, but able to come in because White Demons didn't clear the zone. They're an absolute mess defensively right now. Tigray's got to stabilize, and he may have just done that.
I mean, even the overtime wins don't really do this series justice with how close it's actually been. The eyeball test is a great thing, and if you just watch how these games have played out, it really has been 0-0 down to the final half a minute. Then things start to pick up, but even with a 2-goal lead, it never feels like Solary are out of it. It never feels like White Demons have, you know, the game in the bag. It has been highly contested down the pitch consistently, and the defense starting to struggle as that's on target. Great save from CRR, falling down towards the goal. Farah punching it up. Oh, you got to get that in, man. That is a chance for Solary that goes by the wayside. They cannot afford to let that ball go out.
Oh, here goes Farah again, and Astral just bulldozes Dorito off the line. And finally, Solary get one in this game. But man, oh man, it was a journey to get there.
Much like how White Demons have worked overtime to make these goals happen. You had Solary doing the same thing. A bump will do that, right? The physicality is great. It leads way to open nets. But they had to work so hard to get that one. What a recovery. And we almost saw the doomsday as the wraparound would have made this a tie game. Astral from the ceiling. And it looks like the strikers for Solary are starting to get a little bit more creative and a little bit more warmed up. I know we're into game 4, but they're moving at a different speed right now in the orange half, and they're keeping that ball alive.
Just that, all he could do to keep that alive. Couldn't get a flip reset of any kind, but now Dorito launched downfield. CRR play away from Farah. That's in front, but nobody else is there. And here goes Astral yet again. Looking for his 200th goal of the season, but it's Farah this time, denied by CRR.
And both offenses showing each other the same thing, right? One player will move up with the ball, 2 defenders commit, cross in on it, try to kill it. It's been like that for the entire series. Farah from the sidewall, no boost. Doesn't get anywhere near a flip. And we just kind of punch that ball back to the midfield. A shot on target, follow-up not there, dunk. Chaussette not going to come in on the play. 2 chances there. Solary, final minute. We might be going to game 5.
Astral. Not an easy play, but it's right at CRR. Decent neutral 50, but there goes Astral again. trying to get around Tigray as well. Tried to read his challenge. Farah, 4 shots set to tie, and it goes wayward. Astral, the only one left, and he just did enough to keep Solary in this game. 30 seconds. Astral through Dorito. Farah waiting off to the side against Tigray. Remember, it's Tigray that beat Farah to start this series.
Yep.
That game didn't go well for White Demons, but this one has been. Oh, what a demo. Astral, around 1, and almost around a second, but CRR got a piece. Farah's shot set away by Tigray with only 4 seconds left. Solary have done everything they can to get back in it, and Farah's denied at the last. We're going to Champions Field.
It's a matter of when, not if. When Solary moved down the field with very little time left on the clock, how they're going to put the ball through. There was a chance there. Farah was just off target on the hit. I mean, he had a look at the net, would have been saved probably, but there was a chance. And when you needed them to have the accuracy, Solary were not able to answer the call. You got 6 shots and 1 goal for Farah. That was it. Astral 4, shots at 3. Tigray 50% from the field. But oh god, I hate the series because even when it's 2 goals, right? It feels like any moment we're at a point where either team can just either blow the game open or they're gonna choke, and we're gonna see a tie game going OT. Now we go to game 5. I legitimately have no clue how this one's gonna go, Stacks. All I know is it's gonna be it's gonna be a repeat and in the same situation we've had for the entirety of the series, which is highly contested at the midfield, a lot of individual plays upfield on the offense, staggered pushes, double commits on defense on the goal line, but some weird goal is gonna happen, and I'm not ready for it.
Every game in this series has been a 1-goal affair. 2 overtimes that have been split between the 2 sides. White Demons finally beat Solary in regulation. And now, Champions Field, the backdrop for an epic encounter between Solary and White Demons. Solary having to work a little bit harder than they would have expected earlier in this series. Can they hang on, or is it a reverse sweep for the White Demons? Maybe one of the most exciting teams in this major.
I don't think the bonus going in. 1 more on target. We've seen that angle utilized by both squads today. Is that whoever loses this, I mean, you'd rather lose 3-2 than 3-0. Game differential might help you. But that is just the smallest of silver linings. You want to come away with the win, obviously. And, well, White Demons are in the best chance possible to be able to kind of create a stunner so far in this group. But it comes down to how well they're able to execute on their shots. They were great in game 4. Can they do it again? High off the backboard. Anyone else there? Doesn't look like it. Solary survive another push.
Here goes Farah. Aiming for the top corner. Didn't get there. Dorito making sure there's no juicy rebound. And that's been a critical change for White Demons as this series has gone on. They haven't given up those really attractive 2nd and 3rd and even 4th chance opportunities to the Solary team. Though that one's a whiff, and Dorito shut the door, but Astral's right there, and there's his 200th goal of the season.
Wherever Shawset is, Astral's not far behind. He puts it right off the corner. It's a great save by Dorito, but Astral fills in the lane as the 2nd man. That is picture perfect Rocket League. That is about as textbook as you can get, and it doesn't need to require much. If you don't win the battle of the first touch, just win the 2nd. Astral does it, and they get their first goal in game 5.
And how fitting for Solary getting the opening goal with Astral just on mop-up duty. Getting a great rebound chance. Now this is thrown in front. Dorito with a clear. And he just couldn't get by Shawset cleanly. Took out Farah on the way through, though. With Tigray a little time and space. He gave that ball away, though. First touch got away from him. And Solary will try to press their advantage just a little bit more. Dorito had to get there in a real hurry, and he just barely did. That ball goes by everybody, and finally a little bit of a reprieve for White Demons.
Yeah, CR had to ball chase a little bit. Instead of trying to keep it on the hood and bring it up the sidewall, he kind of punches it right back to the corner, gets intercepted, and Solary have a chance now, but the challenges continue. Demons putting a lot of pressure in the blue half. I like what I'm seeing, but remember how game 5s work, because that's a slow one to the net. Time goes a lot more quickly on Champions Field. You forget how fast this game can go when you're playing. We've already killed about 2 minute Stacks, and Now it's kind of crunch time for White Demons. They need to find a way to score, and they need to do it relatively quickly because we are running out of time, and Solary will find ways to kill the game.
You gotta find that very fine line between reckless abandon and a sense of urgency. Dorito forcing his way forward, and it's Chaussette that makes the stop. Already a savior medal for Chaussette. What else is new? CRR is gonna have that ball roll center off the ceiling. And now Tigre, little chip for Dorito. Can he get this on target? Not really. Chaussette comes in to sweep it away. And now a high bouncer that's going to be real tough to deal with. CRR does right on the goal line.
Another 30, 40 seconds till it off the clock. How's the offense work? They're trying to stay alive. Chaussette with a big win.
Dorito.
This is, Solary are committing to this chokehold in the orange half. I give them credit. Now transitional management is big. Tigre thinking twice about the engagement, maybe looking for a challenge there, but stabilizing in midfield. The miss on the hit. Here comes a chance. And wasting a couple of opportunities and very hesitant on the push-up. It's looking a little bit dire right now. White Demons desperately trying to find something.
Dorito not afraid to fake, even in this situation. Series on the line at this point, and Dorito will collect again. But if everything's a fake, nothing's a fake. You eventually got to pull the trigger and just let one fly. CRR coming up on the final minute. Up against Astral, and you saw he just hesitated for a moment. It's like, why does it have to be Astral? Really?
You got 60 seconds. That one's on net. Oh, you got to get there. You got to go for a diving save. Solary might have done enough. They might just put the nail in the coffin on Champions Field. Once more, this angle continues to burn teams, and Farah pulls up from the elbow. Caught CRR off guard. He thought he had more time to move across the net. Farah reads the gun and gets the off timing. 57 seconds. This series has been anything but predictable. Still plenty of time, but you got to score now. You got to score within the next 10 seconds if you want a chance.
How about now? That shot just a little bit towards the post. And now Dorito gives way to CRR. Astral going to take his time. And again, every time Astral's got the ball, you can tell White Demons hesitate just a moment thinking, like, can it be anybody else? How about CRR? From out of nowhere, and still the defense of Solary up to the task. White Demons getting creative, digging deep into the bag of tricks, but it's not working out. Down to 20 seconds, and Chaussette calls game.
Yeah, let's rewind real quick, like 10 seconds. When that ball ricocheted off the ceiling for White Demons, I mean, Solary just jumped the read and got the ball ahead up midfield. That's a situation where Demons need to be more aggressive. They need to be more committed to challenging the ball as it comes down onto the defensive end. Solary were able to take the ball away. Didn't get any extra touches for White Demons, and that's a play where in this series, Solary have executed quite well, right? When second, third touches, getting in way of the challenge, getting in way of the timing, and making sure you just go for a 50 win. You need a little bit more urgency out of White Demons. That might have been their chance, but the ice, the third goal, and Solary will quite literally survive a very dangerous series. It was impressive, it was chaotic, but a 3-2 win is a 3-2 win, and they get their first win in the group.
A hard-fought win for sure for Solary as they go to 1-0 in the group. And that is a huge weight off of their shoulders as they were pushed to the limit by White Demons. Nearly a reverse sweep, but nearly only gets you a teeny bit of help in tiebreakers. That's all it does for you as Solary hangs on, and they finally got that huge offensive burst out of the entire team. I mean, that was a 14-shot salvo with Chaussette leading the charge. He had everything. He had a goal. He had an assist. He had a savior medal and an MVP medal as well, as Chaussette stood very, very tall for Solary. They take our first series, and they join the likes of Guild, I believe so far the only other team up at 1-0. We'll keep our eye on the standings, of course, as the day goes on. But that does it for our opening match. Now we get into some real fun. We get to welcome back SK Gaming. It is Guild and SK coming your way right after this.